living in England. The UK is set to be on course to be one of the saddest places to live. Skyrocketing inflation has turned bedroom banter to raging arguments. They're unhappy because of the cost of happiness. It has gone up. Living standards have taken a dive. Romantic night outs are too expensive. The great British dream is crashing, and with that, so are house prices. Add higher taxes to the heap of troubles, and you'll find there's plenty of bitterness in the air. It's pushing more couples to call it quits. You think I'm exaggerating? Did you know the first working Monday in January is dubbed as Divorce Day? And while the royal rift has got tongues wagging, what about the rift on the streets of London? The unhappiness taking root in British life. No book release will resolve that.
All right, Shalom. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Rukar Kodash, the blondes, the apostles of GMS, and sincere Shalom to the brothers out here pushing this truth and sincerity. And as you see it, they say UK is no more a great place. Guess what? That everything she listed just sounds like America, but less intense as America. Hell, they even went as far as to give a Monday a divorce day as a holiday. Doesn't get no crazier than that. Oh, well, it does actually, but still. But that's again, this ain't just going to be just UK or America. You're going to start seeing this all over the world because all the things that's going on, as they say, inflation went up. You're going to start seeing this in all sorts of countries, especially with this war going on. And these the spikes of all this is just flaring up. So this is Psalms, this is Ecclesiastes 12:3. It says, in the day when the keepers of the house shall tremble, it says, and the strong men shall bow themselves, which means these people are getting weak. They're trembling, they're frustrated, they're angry, they're growing weak. You're not seeing their happiness, as even she said. So it still sounds a lot like America. But again, this is going to happen all over the world. It says, and the grinders cease because they are few, and those that look out of the windows be darkened. And so you got a lot of, especially here, you got a lot of jobs losing people, or I'm sorry, even jobs are shutting down. You got people literally looking out of that window being darkened. But that's even going out they could be out having a good time and still being darkened. How? Because they still that happiness is only temporarily before they get back into the real world of what they got to do, which is bills, working, and all sorts of shit. If you have children, you got to worry about school and daycare and all sorts of other stuff. Your happiness in your everyday life is always temporary because this place was always a dystopia. Not a utopia, but a dystopia, which is basically a evil kingdom or corrupted kingdom, basically, or a corrupted dream, in other words. And she even said the UK dream. The UK dream is the same as the American dream, is it not? Or is it basically the world's dream with all these people in power, except for Israel? Because we're the only ones that can fulfill the world's dream. By who? By the Lord YAHAWAHSHI'S. But you see that these are coming up more often in newses, videos, articles about all sorts of problems. You never had half of these problems, or even a fraction of these problems that was mentioned about 5-10 years ago, maybe 15 years ago. It wasn't on a high level like this. That's how we know we're in the end of all this, because these are things that's meant to happen. We need these things to happen. We need to see the pitiful state of all these other countries, especially this one that was made great to be the most saddest place to live in. And I looked in the comments. Everybody's saying they think UK is bad. Don't come to America, because this is going to be worse. Y'all talking about inflation now. We've been having deflation. I'm seeing all sorts of comments. That was just one of them. But I'm seeing comments left to right. They was like, even one of them was like, this is going to be happening all over the world. This will be old news by the time this all happens. So people are seeing it. People can no longer deny it. People are admitting they're miserable. And it's only a matter of time before the bubble pops and through all this mess. This is Psalms 96 and 13. It says, before the Lord, for he cometh to judge the earth. Now, notice how it said the earth, which means all of everything that's going on. UK, America, Russia, China, because you have brothers in all over the globe. All over the globe. And wherever we're at, the Lord's getting us. The hopeful elect, I should say. Because all these powers need to come down, and just for the world to see that the true power is with Yahweh and YAHAWAHSHI. That is the main and biggest important thing there. So the Lord is letting these things happen for a reason, just so it can come crashing down on everybody's heads. It says, he shall judge the world with righteousness, and the people with his truth. So that judging is nothing nice. He's talking about bringing destruction with righteousness. To show the people, show everyone his truth. Because everybody think they got a truth out here, what's right, what's wrong, morals and all that. No, their morals and rights and wrong don't mean nothing compared to what the Lord tells through his instructions, through his book, through what he wants us to do, and what's going to happen. So be prepared to see more and more stuff happening, because this won't be this is just starting off small. But we starting to see that fire kicking in, because everybody's starting to feel that heat. But you just starting to feel it. You ain't feeling the whole effect. So Lord willing, this is edifying. With that, shalom.